I want to introduce you to my friend Becky. And Becky is from Sanctuary Central Switzerland. And Becky is very special because she has been doing a labor of love for a while now. And Becky is the one that actually translates this podcast into German for our German-speaking people. So we reach the people in, of course, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. Where else are there German-speaking people? Mainly those places, probably, huh? A lot of people. So, how difficult is it to translate? It takes some time, doesn't it?
It sure does, yeah.
What does the process look like for you when you translate? What do you do?
Well, first of all, listen to the podcast like between 3 or 5 times.
Wow.
Just to get it into my system.
That's torture, isn't it?
No, it's not. I love to listen to your voice. And then just take phrase after phrase.
Yeah.
And it depends, but most of the time it takes between 3 to 5 hours.
Really?
Depends on how difficult the words are to translate. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's good.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you appreciate it as much as I do. And folks, I wanted you to put a face behind the project. And I just want to tell her in front of all of you how much I appreciate her work. And if you are German speaking, you need to take advantage of this podcast with German subtitles. Becky, thanks again.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Pastor Bob. How far should you go with the relationship? And when is the right time to end it? You know, I've told you before that one of the joys of my life is having friendships that have lasted for a long time. Some of them almost 40 years now. That's a long time, isn't it? And I enjoy those friendships. One of the reasons that I enjoy them is that honestly, I have nothing more to prove. They know everything about me. They know all of my secrets. We've been through everything. And you know, it isn't at the place where the relationship is perfect. I still get upset with them. They still get upset with me. It happens. You know, we're still human. We still do things that offend each other. But, you know, many times we look at friendships and we see difficulties as an impasse. We don't feel like we can get through them. We feel like this is the end of the friendship. You've offended me and I can't go any farther. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. You know, we're just different people. And there are difficult people around us who are also good friends. Doesn't mean it's time to end it with them. Sometimes it's simply time to resolve it. But the other part of that I've learned is this. You know, there are people that push my buttons because my buttons need to be pushed. It's true. You know, I don't like it when people correct me sometimes, and most of the time I appreciate it. I love learning, and I love people pointing out maybe something that I've said that isn't quite true, and thinking about it even more, and then realizing, you know, they're right. I agree with that, and, you know, I'm still on this adventure called Christianity, and I'm still learning a lot of things about it. But there are some things that offend me a little bit, because maybe they're very embedded in my personality, or they have a lot to do with how I feel, and you know, some of those things can get a little bit intimate. When that happens, it's difficult to accept criticism, isn't it? You just feel like the other person's attacking you, and you know, sometimes it's those things that are life-changing for us. And I realize now at 60 years old that I've had to do a lot of changing in my life, and some of those changes have really taken place because some of my friends have cared enough to tell me the truth. I'm also smart enough now to know that I'm not finished. I still have other things to change in. And today you may be struggling with difficult friendships that you feel like are too difficult for you. Maybe those people push your buttons. Maybe it's a person you're married to that's pushing your buttons. It's trying to complete you and you're fighting the completion. Folks, celebrate diversity, but celebrate friendship most of all. You may find yourself being at an impasse today. but resolve it, learn from it, grow from it, and move on. God bless you. Have a great day.